Welcome back, guys. This is Tough Choice. I am your host, Kazeem. Rahman on the hot seat today is me. Yeah, this is the last Tough Choice of 2021. So we're just gonna do a quick dive episode. I know a lot of you guys are probably getting ready for your New Year celebrations. So we just wanted to give you guys a little dose of ignorance before the new year. And it's just gonna be me. We're gonna go through some deep dives. We're going to go through some what would you do's. We're going to do some black excellence. Guys, you know how we do it here. We don't really waste any time. The game is Tough Choice. You must pick between the two choices. You get one pass. You get one pause. You must explain yourself. And at the end, we have our final choice. But of course, in our deep dive episodes, we don't have final choices. So
let it begin. Let it begin.
I'm going to go ahead and discuss the constant choice of the month of December, because as you guys know, every month all the guests get the same first question, our constant choice.
Constant.
Would you rather have fingernails that grow 1 inch per minute or have pubic hair that grows 1 inch per minute? Here's the thing. I think that there are pros and cons to both, and it really is based on your own personal preference. You know what I mean? Because let's say I want to do fingernails. Fingernails are very easy to cut. Fingernails are less intrusive. If you need to cut your fingernails in front of someone, they'll be weirded out a little bit, but they're not going to be as weirded out as if you need to cut your pubic hair. Okay. At the same time, fingernails growing, you're assuming you have time. I can't assume that I'm always gonna have time to cut my fingernails because I don't have time to cut my fingernails right now. My fingernails aren't even 1 inch long. They're longer than I like them. I don't like seeing the white part of the nail. Right? I like to cut my fingernails low. I like fingernails that are low. You know, I don't like cutting the white part. I don't like the white parts showing. So if I see the whites of the nails, I think it's too long. And I see that and I'm like, oh, I need to cut my nails, but I don't have time. I really don't have time. I barely have time to do a podcast right now. But we do it because we love you guys. So fingernails are growing. You can cut them anywhere. You can cut them at your desk. You can cut them in the restroom. You can cut them in the kitchen. It doesn't matter where you are. You can cut your fingernails. But let's say you're driving. Let's say you're on a flight. Let's say you're the passenger of something, right? Let's say you're in a situation where it's not controlled. How are you going to cut your fingernails? Because I don't know how I'm going to cut my fingernails. If I'm on a flight, and I don't particularly like to travel, but you know, being a stand-up comedian, you're going to have to take a 5-hour flight, you know, early morning. You're going to need to sleep on the plane. You wake up, your fingernails are ridiculously long because of the flight. 1 inch per minute is a long time, is a lot of length for a short period of time. I wish it would have said 1 centimeter per minute. Then it would have been a little more fair of a fight. But we're doing 1 inch. So we're going to have to figure that out. Now, let's say we have pubic hair. Pubic hair that goes 1 inch per minute. It really depends on the type of hair that is on your head. It really does. If you're white, it depends on the pubic hair, the type of pubic hair you have. Some, you know, I'm black, so my hair is a little more nappy, right? So 1 inch per minute for my pubic hair it's just a small bush. So it's not going to necessarily be this big thing, right, in my pants. At the same time, even though it's not going to necessarily be this huge thing, it doesn't mean that it won't be severely uncomfortable. It doesn't mean that it won't be severely distracting in my life. Will I be able to get used to it? Maybe, but I'm going to have to carry clippers around, and I can only trim my bush in the restroom. I can't trim it anywhere else. You can't trim it anywhere else. So you're either going to do one of two things. You're going to bring the clippers with you and trim it whenever you can, or you're going to trim it one time in the morning and one time in the evening, right? That's how it's going to have to be. But What I will do, honestly, I got to go with the pubic hair only because I would just have a large bush and I could figure that out. I would wear pants. I would wear thick pants that could probably control the bush. I would definitely bring clippers with me. So whenever I'm in the restroom, I'll just pee a lot, right? I'll just go use the restroom a lot and figure it out. But I can't do the nails. I can't do the nails because it's just this. I don't have money like that to fly. If I'm flying, then I can go to the restroom on the plane. I can cut my nails. But since I'm driving a lot of the time, and a lot of the time, my driving is like 2 hours. So 2 hours divided by 60 is how many minutes? I don't know. Who knows? 60 times 2, 120. So 120 inches. My nails will grow. I can't do that. That's a lot. 120 inches for a 2 hour drive. And I live in Los Angeles. So sometimes the 45-minute drive will turn into a 2 hour drive depending on the time. So I can't take that risk because I can't cut my nails while I'm driving. And that's the only reason. And that's why I have to do the bush. Would you rather start a 1-year sentence in solitary confinement tomorrow or have someone snip your Achilles tendons with garden shears? Okay, hear me out. I think that solitary confinement is something that I wouldn't want for an hour in my life. I can't do jail or prison. I can't do that. 1-year sentence in solitary confinement. Here's the problem that I know some of you are thinking in your heads. Some of you probably think you could handle solitary confinement. Some of you probably think, oh, I'll just get books. You don't get books in solitary. Some of you are thinking, oh, I'll just work out. You don't work out in solitary. They give you like 1-2 hours, once in the morning, once in the evening, right? A day to go to an outside, but the outside is still a cage, right? That's solitary confinement. And you think you can handle 1 year of that? You don't get visitors in solitary. Nah, you don't get no visitors in solitary, right? So no, a lot of you guys think you can handle jail. You can't handle jail. You can't. And if you can't handle jail, what makes you think you can handle solitary confinement? At the same time, if we're being fair, someone snip your Achilles tendons with garden shears. What kind of craziness is going on where someone is snipping my Achilles tendon? You're not walking again, probably. I don't think I'll walk again if someone snips my Achilles tendon. First of all, you might bleed out if we're just being honest, right? You might bleed out. You clearly owe somebody money if they're snipping your Achilles tendons with garden shears. And if it was just like a samurai sword, like one chop and the whole foot is off, that's fine. But if it's an Achilles tendon with garden shears, I think that's going to take a couple, cuts. I think so. I've used garden shears before. They don't always cut the first time, bro. They do not always cut the first time. So what would I do though? I'm going to have to do the Achilles tendon simply because I don't want to spend an hour in jail. And that's the only reason. I don't want to spend an hour in jail. If I know I can't handle jail, there's no way I can handle solitary confinement. And if you think you can handle solitary confinement, you are free to come on this podcast and explain yourself. Because jail, no thank you. No thank you. We have the sound effect.
Going to jail!
We have that for a reason. Because I don't want to go. I never want to go. I never want to go to jail. And if you're telling me 1 year solitary confinement or someone just, snips your ankles, right? I know I'm probably not going to walk right again. I'll probably be able to walk fine. But most likely I'm not going to be able to just run. I'm not going to be able to do proper exercises. That's probably never going to happen again, So I can't just be, I can't. I'm just looking at 1 year solitary confinement. I'm gonna go insane. By day 3, I'm probably gonna go insane. By day 3, I'm gonna be running into the wall to just get me into the hospital. I'm gonna be slamming my head against the wall just to get me into the hospital in a different room. Even in the different room, you're still in solitary confinement. They just tie you to a bed. It's the infirmary. It's insane. It's insane. I don't know. Couldn't do it. I'm gonna pick the garden shears. I'm going to get some sympathy, and then I'll live my life and act accordingly. Would you rather have your nose light up like Rudolph every time you receive a text message, or wear a monocle at all times? For those of you who don't know what a monocle is like a half glasses. Just the lens part is the monocle. So I would say it would be at all times. So we'll say, to be fair, just inside your house, you have to wear the monocle. No, not inside, just outside your apartment, you have to wear the monocle. Well, no, it says wear monocle at all times. So it's at all times. And yeah, that would suck. But we'll see. If my nose lights up every time I receive a text message, if this was like 2000, 2007, I wouldn't have received a lot of text message. I have friends that I only text. I have friends that I only text. I don't ever talk on the phone with them. I'm either looking at you in person and having a conversation, or I'm texting you. I'm never calling someone on the phone. It's actually very rare that I'm calling people on the phone. If I need to speak to you, I'll just send you a text message and tell you to call me. But even then, if I need information, I'll just send you a text message. Man, light up every time. I can't wear a monocle. I don't think I can pull it off. I don't think I have the face or the look to pull it off. Right? If I'm going to wear a monocle at all times, you have to be a little more hipstery to pull off the monocle look. I don't think I can pull off the monocle look. If I'm being completely honest, I genuinely don't feel like I can pull that off. Now, if my nose lights up every time I send a text message, I can explain that to an extent. It's a talking piece. If I'm wearing a monocle, no one's going to ask me why I'm wearing the monocle, but no one's going to want to know. They're going to probably just keep their distance. But if my nose is legit lighting up, I can explain that away. And it'd be a cool thing. Every time I get a text message, my nose lights up. That's kind of cool. A little bit. I think I'm going to do the Rudolph. Would you rather develop a massive cold sore in your mouth every Monday, or get a 30-second heads up every time you have to poop? Okay. My only question on this is the question, the only thing I'm wondering is whether or not cold sores are painful, right? Because I don't want to get a painful cold sore. And it says it's inside your mouth. So it's really just a you problem. Both of these seem like a you problem, right? A massive cold sore in your mouth every Monday. I don't know how long cold sores last. I'm assuming if it says every Monday, then it lasts for the whole Monday. But 30-second heads up every time you have to poop, I'm going to need more time. I feel like I'm going to need more time. 30 seconds. Well, it depends. I'm not going to lie. A lot of times I know when I have to poop, probably like 30 minutes. 30 minutes beforehand, I always get that feeling of, I need to poop. So if you only get 30 seconds before you have to poop, then I don't think that's giving me enough time. If I'm at home, okay. But if I'm out and about, if I'm on the road, nah, man. If I'm on the road, I can't. I'm going to just have to stay inside on Mondays. I'll stay inside on Mondays. It's going to suck. It's going to limit what I can do, but I can just work on my podcast. I stay inside most Mondays anyway to work on this podcast. So it should be fine. Let's go through some what would you do's. You find some baby turtles doing kung fu in a sewer. They can talk, but seem to only be interested into doing evil things. What do you do? Okay. Those of you who know me know that I don't like evil. right? Evil must be squashed at all times. At the same time, those of you who do know me, like personally, you know that I am a big fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love it. I absolutely love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So if I found baby turtles doing kung fu, I'm going to keep them until they're at least like, I don't know how big turtles get, but until they're like half the size, then I'm either going to kill them or I'm going to give them off to science and then, let the world have them. Let the world figure it out. What I don't want to do is just keep them, leave them alone, let them grow up into adult turtles, and then suddenly they're like being evil. No, right? Because imagine if the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were the bad Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the size of them and the hard shell and the kung fu and like, I don't want them to commit crimes. I will show them off. You know what? If I'm being completely honest, the sad part is that I'll keep them for a while and then I'll give like most of them away and I'll keep one. I'll keep one for myself because I don't want to kill them myself, but I don't want to leave them alone. So I'll probably just give them to science, quote unquote, and I'll keep one. So when the other ones like come back and try to find one because they're breaking out. If they're mutant ninja turtles that know kung fu, they are breaking out of whatever laboratory you put them in. That's happening. You already know. They're ninjas. They're ninjas. You think they're not going to break out? Come on. Come on. I would break out. So what makes you think they're not going to break out? Right? So I'll keep one. And when the others come find him, he'll be like, oh no, Kazeem is my guy. Kazeem like helped me out. He gave me leaves and stuff. I don't know what turtles eat. I have no idea what turtles eat. But, who knows? You're in line for the latest movie in your favorite series. A leprechaun offers you a pot of gold for your ticket. But if you take the trade, you're never allowed to see the movie. What do you do? Okay, why do people think that I care about a movie that much? We're talking about a pot of gold. We're talking about a pot of gold. I don't care. You know what? You know the sad part? I know what movie that question is for. Star Wars. Some of you out there would murder someone to go see a Star Wars movie. And if someone offered you money to get your ticket and then you never get to see the movie again, like ever, you wouldn't take that money. And that's the sad part. And that's what's wrong with America, I feel. Right? Someone wouldn't take a pot of gold because they'd want to go see a movie. And I'm not that person. I'm not that person at all. I just won't see the movie. A pot of gold? A pot. Do you know how ignorant I can get with a pot of gold? Think about that right now. How ignorant can you get with a pot? How big is this pot? I don't know. But you know what? I don't even care how big the pot is. It's still gold. It's still gold. We'll say the gold will fetch you $1 million, $2 million. That's not an issue for me. I don't need to see the movie. I'll get the clip notes. It doesn't say someone can't tell me what happens. It doesn't say someone can't act out the movie for me in front. If I get a pot of gold, I'm assuming it's $2 million and I don't have to see the movie again. But if that pot of gold is more like a $10 million pot of gold, I'm going to sit someone down and pay them to act out the whole movie for me because I got a pot of gold. I'm rich like that. I can figure that out. Just saying. Would you rather get 3 tattoos of your mom's face surrounding your genitals or use a cell phone case shaped like a penis? This is a little harder, kind of, not really. I'm trying to think here because if I get 3 tattoos of my mom's genitals, somebody will love me. Not my mom's genitals, my mom's face surrounding my genitals. I think that's fine. I think it's weird, but I think people have definitely seen worse, right? And it sounds shallow to not want to use a cell phone case that's shaped like a penis, but guess what? I don't care. It sounds very shallow. It sounds extremely shallow. Who do you think girls would like more? That's the main question for this. Would you rather? Would girls like guys who have tattoos all over their genitals? I'm saying all over their genitals. Would girls like guys who have 3 tattoos of their mom's face on their genitals? Or would girls like a guy who has a cell phone case shaped like a penis? I think the mom's genitals is the way to go. Not the mom's genitals. I think getting 3 tattoos of your mom's face surrounding your genitals is the way to go. Here's why. Before you take off your pants, you gotta show your personality first. Before you take off your pants, you gotta show your personality. So I'm assuming you already got it hooked. Your personality better be tippy top shape though, because you can't just be out here showing pictures of your mom's face around your genitals to someone who doesn't know they like you yet. You know, you don't want to do that. You never want to do that. But if you have a cell phone case shaped like a penis, that just seems, there's no story behind that. You can't spin that anyway. I can always spin, mom's face surrounding my genitals. I can spin that. I can figure that out. I'm a salesman, right? I can figure that out, but I can't figure out having a cell phone case shaped like a penis. Just saying. All right, guys, now let's do some black X's.
Greatest. Perfect.
Amazing.
All right, I'm going to say a situation, and then I will say whether or not it'll be the 44th president of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama, or billionaire Oprah Winfrey. Now, who would run the most profitable drug dealing operation? I think Barack Obama is a natural born leader. And I think Barack Obama would probably run a better drug dealing operation. Now, who would be more profitable? Now, let's go back and think about this now. Oprah's a billionaire. Oprah knows how to make money, right? So if we're talking about profitable, I'll go with Oprah. If we're talking about better, I'll go with Obama. Does that make sense? Who would run a better organization? Obama. Who would run a more profitable organization? Oprah. Only because Oprah's petty. She'll probably kill her competition. And Obama is just a leader who's just trying to make sure everyone's living their best them, right? As well as being productive, but still living their best them. Who has trimmed their pubes into a design? Obama. Come on now. You already know Obama's trimming his nut hairs to a design. You already know. And Michelle probably like it too. I'm just saying. If it were socially acceptable, who would wear a diaper to avoid walking to the bathroom? If it were socially acceptable, who would wear? I'm assuming this is in the same universe that both of them are well-known black people and Oprah's still a billionaire. So if Oprah's still a billionaire, I'm thinking Oprah's going to wear that diaper. Because who has time? When you're a billionaire, you really don't have time like that. Your schedule is to a T. So if you can wear a diaper, I don't think, matter of fact, I wouldn't put it past Oprah or Obama to wear a diaper and not have to use the restroom. I wouldn't put it past them at all. Who wouldn't give their seat to a pregnant woman on a bus? I wouldn't give my seat to a pregnant woman on the bus. Who wouldn't? I think both of them would. But who's more likely to do it? I would honestly say Obama. Women don't really help women on the bus like that. I've never seen a woman help a pregnant lady on the bus. I've seen lots of men help pregnant ladies on buses, surrounded by women, but I've never seen a woman help a pregnant lady on the bus. I don't know. I've never seen it. Last one. Who rarely gets past the first date? Oprah. Come on. You think Obama's not getting past first date? This dude went to a party school. He's from Hawaii, right? Come on. Oprah is the one who rarely gets past the first date, but she already got Stedman, right? So now on her first dates, she's like, yo, do you want to end up like Stedman? Then you better call me back. Just saying. That's the end of Black X.
Greatest. Perfect.
Amazing.
We'll continue. Would you rather fart every time you kiss someone or spit everywhere every time you talk? You know what? I'm going to do the farts. I got to do the farts. Pros and cons. If you spit everywhere every time you talk, most of the time I'm at a comedy club and I have to talk and I have to put my face close to people. So I can't do that. If I was far like this, okay. But I'm usually close like this so you can hear me, right? So I can't. I can't spit everywhere I talk. Every time I talk, I can't. Eventually, I'm not going to have friends. Eventually. In the beginning, it'll probably be okay in the beginning. But eventually, I'm not going to have friends. And I think that's something we all can just get over. Now, if I fart every time I kiss someone, the first time will be cute. The first time will be cute. Let's be honest. The first time will be cute. But the 15th time, it'll just be a regular thing. Right? I don't even think it'll be like annoying. I'm not thinking these farts are going to be like the silent but deadly. I think it's going to be a noticeable fart, but I don't think it's going to be like so bad that, you know, the person you're kissing doesn't want to kiss you anymore. So I'm going to go with the farts only because spitting everywhere is not good for my entertainment career, like at all. Last one. Would you rather smash your pinky finger with a hammer once a month or amputate a friend's leg without painkillers? That's one time. Or smash my pinky finger with a hammer once a month. Amputate a friend's leg without painkillers. Without painkillers, that means they're not going to sleep. That means there's nothing. You're going to have to get a saw and amputate their leg. And that's disgusting. That is bloody. That is grimy. That is foul. And I'm doing it. I'm not smashing my pinky finger with a hammer for a month. That's too much. Right? And the third rule of tough choice is no self-harm. No self-harm. Right? It's no self-harm. No, second rule of tough choice is no self-harm. First rule is long-term over short-term. Always and forever. No self-harm. You may be shallow or you may be materialistic. You can't be both. There's a fourth rule that I keep forgetting, but I'll say it later. I can't smash my finger with a hammer. Even if it's one time, I'm not smashing my finger. Okay, if I'm being honest, if it was one time, I'd smash my finger with a hammer. My pinky finger, I'd smash it with a hammer if it was one time. If the amputate was one time and the pinky finger was one time, I would smash my finger with a hammer. But since the amputate is one time and the pinky finger is once a month for the rest of my life, I can't smash my finger. I can't smash my finger. And a lot of my friends are going to listen to this and they're going to think to themselves, yo, Kazeem, you for real would amputate my leg? Are you that selfish? Yeah. Yes, I am. Yeah, that's an easy question to answer. Yes, I'm going to be selfish. You are allowed to be selfish, right? You can be selfish or you can be self-centered. Those are two different things. We can only be one. And right now, I'm going to be selfish. Right now, I'm going to be very selfish. And I'm going to amputate my friend's leg. It's going to be bad. I'm not even going to say it's not going to be bad. I'm not going to say it's not going to be that bad. I'm going to say it's going to be pretty bad. He's going to be yelling. We're going to have to strap him down. Right? If I amputate the leg, oof, that means bone is getting cut, right? It's gonna take a while, right? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I'm still amputating the leg, but here's what I'll do. I'll get a chainsaw. That's a brand new chainsaw that's really sharp, and I'll amputate his leg. You got to do what you got to do. You know, sucks. But you got to do what you got to do. Guys, that is our episode. This has been Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman. I've been Kazeem Rahman. Of course, you can find me online at Kazeem Comedy. That's Kazeem Comedy. And if you have a tough choice question or a Marry Fuck Kill you want us to consider, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. Have a great new year. We'll see you again in January. We have some really cool things happening. So we're going to try to get some Tough Choice videos out there. We have a TikTok now. We're going to try to do more of the rapid fires we've been doing, and as well as putting out some more highlights so you can share, like, and subscribe. Of course, always share, always like, always subscribe to our podcast. Share it with your friends. We're growing and we love it. I've been Kazeem Rahman. You have been amazing. Thank you very much.